We are going to be looking at the result data that we've had come across so far on the 2 results that have been, and we are going to process this and talk about the success that we are finding right now in this. Now, if you guys remember during the last time paradox that we went through for this, we saw some pretty bad people that were influencing the ballots. And it's been really bad as of late. But the first round of the Create a Card project was corrected, and everything was right in the universe. Weather wins with 9,966 votes to Gradle's 8,150 votes. All right, now I do want to point out here that when you were looking at the previous set of data for these results, you were seeing 24,000, 25,000, and then you were seeing 30 to 40,000 here. Now, have you noticed the difference in the data here? You're looking at borderline 20,000 here. All right, so Konami knows what their perceived audience is. Konami is very aware of how many people should be voting in this. So when you're seeing people out here like the Valkyrie bots that are just, machine duping away, something seems a little bit off, okay? So congratulations to the Weather versus Gradle. Everything is correct in the universe. I'm sorry, Gradle players. I wanted a new Gradle card as much as the next person, but we all know deep in our hearts that the true winner was always going to be Weather Painter. Now, the big blowout here, and I once again want to, compare data here. 12,000 plus 7,000 is still roughly about 20,000. When you go back here to the previous number, you're still looking about the exact same number here. Now, wow, you Valkyrie players really let yourselves go here. You guys could machine dupe at the ballots. You guys could hijack an entire Twitter poll. But when push comes to shove, you guys lost. You couldn't do it. The latest round of the Create a Card project was Inzektors versus Valkyrie. Inzektors won this round with 12,000 votes to Valkyrie's 7,000. Where did it go wrong? All right, during the last voting, before little Jimbo here was like, "Ooh, I can buy bots for $20. Okay, let me go slay my social media vote." The problem then becomes like you're tipping your hat. You're like, your average results data here proves that this isn't going to be a good thing. All right, so Inzektors came back, they ran it home, and I'm going to say congratulations to Inzektors for handling this very, very nicely. Now, interesting things to take away from the first 2 rounds of data. The average person that engages on social media with the Create a Card voting has been about 20,000 people, give or take a little bit. And I find that particularly interesting. Now think about this. You have people like Team Samurai X1 that have 200 to 300,000. Actually, I think he just got to 300,000. People like our friend Simply Unlucky is pushing 500,000. Your 3-day polls are engaging. Oh man, I have 80,000 subs on YouTube. 1/4 of my audience is choosing to take place in this voting. Think about that. Is the player base... I know we're excited for this, and I know that we've been happy with it. A few people like this is pointless, I'm not going to take my time, but when only 20,000 people are engaging in your polls, do you find this to be a little bit underwhelming? Like, I'm excited to see where this is going. I'm going to continue to report on this and cover this, but the number of people engaging at this, the 40,000 that we were seeing Actually, it was like 35,000 something during the last round with the bots. You know, those numbers, they felt very high, but when you're looking at this, you're like, man, only 20,000 people on average are choosing to engage in your create a card project. I mean, yeah, that's high, but it feels really underwhelming at that point. And I mean, that's not to say like how many people are doing multiple voting here, because like you might only be closer to 19,000 people that are really engaging on these 3-day polls here. Hopefully we can see this number go up over time, but for something on like this magnitude, I get it, but it's interesting in terms of numbers that are averaging that. I'm a data buff. I love garbage like this, and I find these particular things to really be interesting. So really, how many players actually do play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game based on these results? Now remember, these are NA people, the OCG region. I guess might be voting in this. I wouldn't go too crazy on it per se, but it's interesting. Predictions for the rest of the voting. We do have on the right side of the bracket here some pretty big nonsense to come. I'm not particularly happy with what we're getting here in the near future here from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game side for our bracket, because there are some big stats coming here. All right, keep in mind that you do have this right here. You have X-Sabers, and then X-Sabers will probably be on this bracket, and then you have Mermails, who's going to win this bracket. The biggest match on this side of the bracket is in fact going to be your good friend, the X-Sabers. All right, I think it's going to be X-Sabers versus Mermails on the side of the bracket, and unfortunately, I think Lightsworn over here, Lightsworn's going to have just the freest climb to the finals here. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing Mermail. I'm expecting Mermail to beat out X-Saber. Either way, it's probably going to be Lumina, the Lightsworn mistress here, winning the entire thing for the create a card. And I do think that it would be nice to see the second place get a card as well. It's kind of a shame that we're only opting for the winner to get this. So we'll have to be big think on this and see what's to come, but fingers crossed so far. So who are you guys voting for on this? I know we have a video series to cover on this, and we will see in the general course of time who ends up walking away next. I think our next bracket here actually will be, we go here, right? We go to X-Sabers versus the big one, and then we start to advance. It's interesting how we're jumping around here, but my vote is X-Sabers versus Mermails on this side of the bracket. So we'll have to wait and see. Sub note for this video before we move along: I am sold out of Megatons at this point. All right, I've had a few people message me. I've told people, you snooze, you lose. I'm sorry. I'll be shipping out those bad boys come this upcoming Saturday. We will have a stream on my birthday, the 27th, as well, for those of you that are looking to just kind of unwind, have a blast. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do on my birthday stream. Just, I guess, chill. Like, I'd like to actually genuinely sit here and enjoy some time with my subscribers, just have a blast, play some BS Yu-Gi-Oh! And, get tortured by my audience, because, playing Weather Painter wasn't enough. We're going to continue to do some bad stuff. So there's that. Expect some sort of Megaton video on Friday as well, between all of the shipments and everything I'm going to have to do. It's going to be a ride. I'm really not looking forward to any of this, but we'll see where it goes. So, guys, who are you voting for? What are you looking forward to the most out of the Megatons? And all of this other cool, crazy stuff to come. Please take a couple seconds, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think about everything that is to come, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.